Today, we're diving deep into a subject that's been romanticized, misunderstood, and debated for centuries: seduction. Specifically, we're talking about how to seduce someone on a date. Not in a manipulative way, not in a pushy or creepy way, but in a way that's authentic, respectful, and deeply magnetic. Because here's the truth: seduction isn't about tricking someone into wanting you. It's about becoming someone they genuinely want. It's the art of presence, connection, and desire. And whether you're planning a first date or you're already a few in, the principles we're about to discuss will transform the way you think about attraction. So sit back, relax, and let's unpack the secrets of seductive chemistry. 1. Seduction starts before the date begins. Let's make something clear right away. Seduction doesn't start when you show up at the restaurant or bar. It starts before that. The way you text, the way you talk, the way you plan the date. Think about it: when someone feels like you're putting in genuine effort, like you're not just looking to kill time, but actually want to share something meaningful, they start to feel special. And that sense of significance is incredibly attractive. So how do you set the tone? Be intentional. Pick a spot that reflects your vibe. Something a bit more intimate, a little more unique than the usual chain restaurant. A cozy wine bar, a rooftop cafe, a museum, a sunset walk, something that invites conversation and connection. Communicate with confidence and care. Your messages leading up to the date should build anticipation, not pressure. Tease the evening a little. Drop hints about what's planned. Make them curious. Curiosity is the cousin of seduction. Every moment leading up to the date is part of the experience, so treat it like foreplay for the mind. 2. Dress to undress. Their mind. We've all heard the saying, dress to impress. But when it comes to seduction, it's not just about looking good. It's about feeling good. Seduction is an energy, and your clothes should reflect that. Wear something that makes you feel powerful, attractive, and comfortable. When you feel like your best self, you project confidence, and that's irresistible. Pay attention to detail. Smell good. Groom yourself. Your scent alone can create a strong, lasting memory. Studies show scent is deeply tied to attraction and emotion. So don't underestimate a good cologne or perfume. The goal is to walk into the date already feeling like the most confident version of yourself. 3. Confidence is sexy, but humility seals the deal. Let's talk about confidence for a second. Yes, being confident is one of the most seductive traits you can embody. But here's the twist: real confidence isn't loud. It's not cocky. It's not trying to prove anything. Real confidence is calm. It's presence. It's eye contact. It's being comfortable with silence. You don't need to dominate the conversation. In fact, one of the most powerful seductive tools you have is the ability to listen deeply. When someone feels truly heard, they let their guard down. They open up. And that creates space for intimacy, emotional and physical. So ask questions. Be curious. Not interrogative, curious. And when they speak, don't just wait for your turn to talk. Let their words sink in. Respond with thoughtfulness. That kind of attention is magnetic. Being present and genuine often outshines trying to impress. 4. Body language, the silent seducer. Your body says more than your words ever could. The way you move, the way you lean in, the way your eyes linger just a little longer than usual, that's where the real seduction lives. Here are some key body language tips. Maintain eye contact, but don't stare. Let your gaze soften. Let it speak. Mirror their movements subtly. This builds subconscious rapport. Use touch, but only when appropriate. A light brush of the hand. A gentle touch on the arm when you laugh. Keep it subtle, respectful, and responsive to their comfort. Touch is powerful. but it's also sacred. Make sure it's welcome, and never assume. Always let connection unfold organically. Your energy, your posture, and your stillness can seduce without a single word. 5. The power of slow burn. We live in a world of fast everything. Fast food, fast texting, fast hookups. But seduction, that thrives in the slow burn. Don't rush the moment. Let tension build. That's where the magic happens. The stolen glances, the almost touches, the should we energy. It's not about how quickly you can escalate, it's about how delicious the anticipation becomes. Savor the moments. Let there be space. The space between words. The space between bodies. That space is where desire grows. The longer the tension simmers, the stronger the connection becomes. 6. Conversation that captivates. What you say matters, but how you say it, that's where seduction lies. Speak slowly, clearly, with intention. Lower your voice a little. Make it smooth, inviting. Use playful teasing, gentle compliments, a little flirtation, but all wrapped in genuine interest. Here are a few seductive conversation tips. Ask questions that go deeper. Instead of, "What do you do?" try, "What lights you up?" or "What's something about you most people wouldn't guess?" Compliment things others might not notice. Their laugh, the way they tell a story, the passion in their eyes when they talk about something they love. Share your own vulnerabilities, not in a heavy way, but in a way that shows you're human. That you trust them, that you're not afraid to feel. That emotional openness creates a bond. And that bond, that's where seduction becomes something real. Don't underestimate the intimacy created through just a few beautifully honest words. 7. When to escalate, and when not to. Let's be real. At some point during the date, you might feel that spark turn into a flame. Maybe they touch your knee. Maybe your hands linger. Maybe they lean in just a little too close. It's tempting to rush forward. But here's the thing, seduction isn't just about desire. It's about mutual desire. Consent is sexy. Respect is sexy. Knowing when to pull back is just as powerful as knowing when to lean in. Watch for cues. Not just verbal, but physical. Are they engaged? Are they matching your energy? Are they reciprocating touch? If so, great. Let it flow naturally. If not, don't force it. Seduction isn't a sprint. It's a mutual rhythm that builds with trust and patience. 8. The goodbye. Leave them wanting more. The end of the date is just as important as the beginning. Don't rush out the door or linger awkwardly. If the vibe is right, a kiss can be the perfect punctuation. But again, read the room. If you're not sure, lean in slowly. See how they respond. Let it be a shared moment, not a stolen one. If you're not kissing, leave with presence. Look them in the eye. Say something meaningful. Let them know you had a good time. Not in a generic way, but in a way that makes it personal. Something like, "I really enjoyed that story you told about your trip. You lit up when you talked about it. I'd love to hear more next time." Leave a taste of connection that lingers long after the night ends. Final thoughts. Seduction is about energy, not tricks. So, here's the takeaway. Seduction isn't about lines or moves or tricks. It's about energy. It's about showing up fully. Being present. Creating a space where desire can grow naturally. It's not about convincing someone to want you. It's about being so in tune with yourself that their attraction becomes effortless. Confidence, curiosity, connection, respect. That's the real recipe. Whether it leads to a kiss, a second date, or something even deeper, your job isn't to win the person. Your job is to be so magnetic, so real, that they choose you. Willingly, excitedly. So next time you go on a date, Don't try to seduce them. Become someone who is simply, undeniably seductive. Thanks for spending this time with me. If you got something valuable from this video, like it, share it, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Hit that notification bell if you want to stay ahead in the world of dating and real human connection. Until next time, stay smooth, stay kind, and always stay real.